Sunday Night Football on NBC, the Falcons-Commanders game was flexed into prime time, and for good reason. It's going to be the first time in history that two first-round rookie quarterbacks face off and start in a prime-time NFL game. I'm going to let you know how to play this game Sunday night and make some money. Free play with analysis coming up right now. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down your Falcons, not my Washington Commanders game this Sunday night in Landover, Maryland. And look, Commanders could become the first 11-win Washington team since 1991. Let me find it. Where is it? My Redskins. Future Redskin fan, bring it back. Hey, the logo's been approved. Let's bring it all back here. But seriously, this is the first time Washington can win 11 games since 1991. That was their last Super Bowl season. Super Bowl 26. I was in high school in Northern Virginia. Went to some playoff games that year. In fact, I went to this Falcon-Redskin playoff game in the fall of 1991, or January of 92 to be exact, and the regular season game, which they won by like 40 points. Just a remarkable season. Will history repeat itself? I think it will be a high-scoring game. So let's look over the total, just like that game 30-some years ago that I was in attendance. And for good reason. We got two rookie quarterbacks here, but both are capable, and I think both offensive units hold the edge in this game. You know, these are two teams that have not stepped up against quality competition, and this is a playoff-type game, by the way. Commanders can clinch a wild card with that 11th win, most likely a home game at some point. Meanwhile, the Falcons are trying to clinch a division title with a win. However, neither team has fared well against playoff opponents. In fact, of the current teams in the playoffs, including these two, Commanders are 1-3 against playoff opponents. Falcons are 1-5, which is the worst record of any current playoff caliber team. So we're going to look at the total for this free play, and I do like over 47.5. We've seen some early money this week come in on Washington and the over. The look-ahead line a week ago was Washington minus 3.5. It's now 4. Total was 46. It's now 47.5. I agree with that sharp money move to the over, and I still think there's value. In fact, using just opponents played in game simulations this year, I get a fair total of about 51 points. So I do think at 47.5, we still have some nice value with the over in this game. Jaden Daniels, likely the offensive rookie of the year. I think he deserves it more than Bo Nix. And we know what we get from him. He's a quality player. He's almost a semi-veteran now, in my opinion. The question mark to this game, of course, is going to be Falcons rookie, the number 8 overall pick. Jaden Daniels went number 2. Penix Jr. from Washington is number 8 overall. And yes, his first road start in the NFL is a concern, but I think he's the type of player that can handle it. He played in high-profile games last year, including the national championship with Washington. He had a nice debut last week. Granted, it was against the ugly Giants. Penix Jr. wasn't fantastic, but he did what he needed to do. He only had one preseason appearance, and that was in week 1 of the preseason. 16 pass attempts against the Dolphins. Did not play in weeks 2 or 3, so very little to go on. But my projections look for him to have a solid game because the Commanders are just not a great defensive team. You look at their numbers overall this season, they're giving up 5.7 yards per play against teams that averages 5.6. Falcons are averaging 5.9. I know Cousins has been replaced by Penix, but they still are averaging 7.3 yards per pass this season against teams that give up just 6.6. Commanders have been below average both against the run and the pass. And as I mentioned, I think Washington will have success offensively as well against an Atlanta defense that also rates subpar, giving up 5.6 yards per play this year against teams that average just 5.5. Commanders average 6 yards per play against teams that allow just 5.7. So both defenses below average, both offenses above average. Let's not overthink it, no pun intended. Over 47.5. Your primetime free play for this Sunday night between the Falcons and not my Washington Commanders. 8:20 Eastern on NBC. Now that game was flexed into the primetime spot. The best game of the week, I think, is actually the late afternoon standalone Fox game at 4:25 Eastern, Packers-Vikings. And I believe Fox probably had the first rights to that, is why that wasn't flexed in. Two really good NFC games. By the way, I do have a free play video on that Packers-Vikings game here on the channel as well if you're joining us early in the day on Sunday. Yet another reason, click subscribe and click that bell for instant alerts so you never miss out on these free play videos, including the Monday night game, Lions-49ers here on the channel, and all 4 college playoff games for Tuesday and Wednesday next week here as well. Click subscribe and click that bell for instant alerts when these games are posted for free here on Wager Talk TV. I'll keep the free videos coming. I just ask a couple favors. Comment below because I read the comments. I'll reply back. And also thumbs up, like. The more likes the videos get, the more comments, the more free play videos I do each and every day for football and basketball here on this channel. And speaking of those comments, let me know your thoughts on this game. Side, total, player props. How are you approaching this Sunday night primetime game on NBC between the Falcons and Commanders? Include some analysis if you have time. Let's learn and earn and win together here on Wager Talk TV. Now, most of the time, these free play videos are just spotlight national TV games. For example, all 4 college football playoff games this week, Sunday, Monday Night Football here. Most of the time, these games are not strong to be best bets, but I want to let you know which way I'm looking. The only way to know my official best bets is to be a direct client at wagertalk.com, and boy, does it pay off. As we enter this final week of 2024, we are up over 150 units for my all sports clients this year already. And it's no surprise. Going back just a bit further to the start of last year's football season, over the last 16 months, up over 225 units for all sports clients. It's quite simple. If you take a consistent investment approach and use my best bets every day, you will come out ahead and make some serious money. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And this week it is a great time to get on board for a few reasons. First of all, speaking of Sunday NFL, speaking of Sunday football, 12-0 sweep the last 3 Sunday for my client best bets at Wager Talk. 11-0 in the NFL and 1 NBA play thrown in as well. 12-0 sweep the last 3 Sundays for all sports clients. So yes, you probably should check out my best bets this Sunday because I love this card once again in Week 17. But don't forget about the daily basketball plays, college and pro. The bowl plays. I've posted 9 advanced bowl plays this week for my clients. The minute I release a selection, everybody gets it with analysis so you can lock in the best number. It's yet another reason to be a direct subscriber. And oh, you want another reason? How about an instant 25% discount for this final week of December each and every day for any player package you purchase at wagertalk.com. You got to use promo code HOLIDAY25. That's right. Any purchase you make here through December, through the 31st, you get 25% off by using promo code HOLIDAY25. 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 Use that promo code at checkout. It can be a single play, a 1 day, a 1 month, a 1 year. Doesn't matter which package you choose. You get an instant 25% savings with promo code HOLIDAY25. It's a great time to jump on board, especially one of those longer-term packages, and get ready to win big in 2025. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. And oh yeah, don't forget about the daily free plays, bonus free plays posted on my page each day as well. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. Hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Follow me on social media as well at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos, including those national championship playoff games in college football and Monday Night Football, coming up next.